Hello, and welcome to the GEEARS, Georgia Early Education Alliance for Ready Students Asset Mapping Tool Basic Tutorial. In this brief tutorial, you will be introduced to the key components and functions of the Asset Mapping Tool. The tutorial will begin with an overview of the tool's key components. Next, you will be shown how to minimize, maximize, and restore the size of component boxes. This will be followed by a brief explanation of how to navigate and select assets on the map, modify map layers, change variables, and finally export map and chart images. Let's begin the tutorial by getting acquainted with the layout of the tool. In the center of the screen you will see a map. On that map are two main layers, the top layer being the assets and the underlying layer being the counties. On the left hand side of the screen are the boxes related to the assets, and on the right hand side of the screen are the boxes related to the counties. If you hover over the box on the left hand side of the screen labeled type, if you hover over a given type, that will then highlight only those assets of that type on the map. You can also turn on and off layers. Notice that you should only have one layer turned on at a time because these are in fact duplicate layers for the assets. The only difference being the color or the characteristic of that layer being shown. So if we turn off all assets and we turn on quality rated, we can see a map of the assets based on their quality rating status. The same is true for the Georgia Pre-K, private and public as well. On the right hand side of the screen, top right hand side, we have the legend for the counties showing a given variable. We'll go into later in this tutorial how to change that variable. The legend here showing the various colors corresponding to the data on the map for the counties, and the scatter plot in the bottom right hand corner with two variables being plotted against one another, the trend line showing the direction of that relationship. Right. So on some monitors, the scatter plot or other features might not be easily viewable. In those cases, it may be helpful to maximize a window. To do so, simply click on the maximize icon in the top right hand corner. As you can see here, the scatter plot is maximized for better viewing. You can also then restore that back down to its original size and location. To navigate the map, there's a couple different tools. The first one here we can see zoom mode. So zoom mode being selected, you can draw a box to zoom in. Notice that the assets the location of the assets become more easily discernible the closer you zoom in to the map. The hand tool here allows you to pan left and right, up and down to get to the location that you're looking for. If you hover over a given point, the details of that asset will be displayed, name, address, etc. Alright, so having seen how to navigate the map, we can now look at how to modify the layers themselves. So first thing, if we want to change the color of a layer or change its visibility, clicking up here in the top left hand corner of the map box in the changes setting icon, you can see the pop-up here allows us to make layers visible or invisible. We can make them all invisible or visible. If we want to change the color of the county layer, for example, click here, edit properties, edit bins, and then color scale. So another color scale that we might want to use is this pink to green. You can see now the map with the pink to green gradient. We can return it to blue here, clicking OK, and closing these windows. It's also possible to change the variable being mapped. To do so, simply click on the variable in the legend. A window will pop up. Choose a category. Let's look at risk youth. Click OK. So now we have a map of at-risk youth. If you want to make it easier to see the county layer, simply turn off the assets layer and we can see just the counties. Lastly, if you would like to now export this map image, or say export this scatter plot, you can right click on a given box. A couple options here. You can print export the image of the map, which will just export this box, or you can print export the application image, which will export an image of the entire screen. So if we click here and print export image of the box, we get an image of this map here. Save as image will bring up another window where you will type in the name that you would like to save the image as and save it at a location on your computer. That is it for this basic tutorial. For more advanced features, please watch the querying tutorial. Thank you and have a good day.